Yeah. Now all of you look at the screen and we'll see the game here. Now this is the position. Now look at that. This is one more strategy which we can apply by. So the strategy is very simple here. The dragging the king into the center. How you can do it? It is a very calculated move played by white. Okay, this is the position played in 1997. Okay, white is played by Ivanchuk. He is one of the top players. Okay, so white played queen takes f7. A very brave sacrifice. Okay, if you take it, what happens? King, we will see. Anyways, if you don't take it, what happens? Also, we'll see. If you don't take it, king it takes here. Simply bishop to c4. Idea mate on simply mate on here, and there is two ways to defend it. Probably um, bishop to e7, like moving the bishop to e7. If you play bishop to e7, then the problem is if you play bishop to e7, then knight e6, and you have to move your queen or you have to defend the mate. If rook g8, then queen is gone. Okay, and this is anyway losing. Okay, if knight e7, this is bishop. You can go to f4 and try to hit the knight. If knight goes to c5, something like that, you can expand these pawns. h5, h4. You can simply, this is all over. It is very, very powerful. And now, anyways, let's see the main variation. If you take it, what happens? Okay, if you take it, queen takes f7, king takes f7, bishop check. It is a brave sacrifice with a deep calculation. Rook. So you can also play here d5. If you rook d6, I mean, if you play d5 here, simply bishop takes d5, and if rook e6, rook simply you can we will follow the variation that queen takes, knight takes e6, and queen moves, and knight c7 check, something like that. Okay, we will follow that variation later because the same variation comes in the that. But we will see the another moves. If king e7, what happens if instead of d5, let's see if king e7, what happens. If instead of that, if king e7, a simple move is queen knight to f5 checkmate. In the same way, king g6 h5 checkmate is there. Okay, so bishop c4 check. The reasonable move he played is knight to e6. He is giving up the rook to e6, giving up the knight rook. Okay, so knight takes it, attacking the queen, and queen have only one square possible. Yeah, queen can come to two squares. Yeah, two squares or three squares. Okay, three squares possible. One is e7 and another is a5 or b6. Okay, yeah. Okay, queen a5 is played. Uh, Knight to c7 check, king to e7, knight to d5 check. Okay, and here also you can take that knight, take that rook. Still, this is a winning for white because two rooks. He gave two rook. I mean, he got two rooks and you know for a queen. Still a better proportion. But black is trying something, white is something, trying something crucial. King d8. Okay. Knight e6 check. He is not interested to take the rook there. King e8. Bishop to d2. Now queen is attacked. Now there are very few squares for the queen. Okay. Queen c5 is there. What else is there? Queen a4 is there. Queen c5 is also not there because knight is off. So only square available is queen to a4. Okay. Bishop to b3, and only move available now is queen takes pawn. Queen takes pawn. Rook to h1. Rook to h2 e1. Idea, if queen have one more square, I mean, he can make any other squares like queen to h4 if he plays queen to h4, and this is lining up your rook into the queen and king's line. So queen moved and queen's knight goes to c7 check, king to d8, and queen g8, queen e8 checkmate. All right. So here black is forced to give a check. I mean, forced to give a queen. So he moved the rook to b8. So giving up the queen. Okay. Um, Queen for a rook and queen for a rook. It still looked like material is even, but still the problem here is white's pieces are very active. You can see these these both rooks are doing great job, and all these pieces are active. Look at this compared to this two knights and two bishops. Look at these bishops and these bishops performing. This is the difference between a performing pieces and non-performing pieces. Okay. And rook to f1. Rook to f1. Knight c2. He is making all his pieces active. Bishop to b4. Knight to f3. Knight to c7 check. King to e7. Rook to d1. Idea, bishop takes pawn check and threatening a mate. So knight to c5. Only way to stop the mate. Okay, because if he plays something, any kind of moves like b5 or something, or simply this is a mate. So this is a check. Yeah, and after that soon mate follows. So what he played? Knight to c5, making some room on d7. Um, Knight takes c5, pawn takes, yeah, yeah. Now a5. He cannot take this pawn because if he takes it, bishop check, and this is a checkmate. Okay, so he played a5. So knight a5, knight c5 to a6. Pawn takes bishop. Pawn knight takes rook. Knight to h4, and still it looks like black is certainly okay, but the white you can see the material is very much better for white to accept a passer pawn. Knight to b5, bishop to g4, rook takes pawn. Now e3. Now this is the only hope for black, pushing the pawns. Okay, it can be easily stopped, but white have found one wonderful move, that is rook to b7, rook to b6, pawn to e2, rook to takes b7, king e8, bishop f7 check, king to d8, knight c6 check, king to c8, and can you figure out the simple checkmate? Rook take, rook c7. Yeah. So this is how, see, top level players, they have a complete deep variation. They can able to have think very deep variations with 100% accuracy. Okay, so whenever you give any kind of advantage, the stronger players like Ivanchuk, top players like Ivanchuk, they will capitalize on that with 100% accuracy because their calculation is absolutely accurate. Okay, so see, uh, you know, this is a great example of a very good attacking player, Ivanshu. So this is the class for today. Thank you. We'll close it for here.